Hello everybody, this is Racer998, also known as David, and this is going to be a quick commentary. I'm just going to get to the point. In my life, I've noticed about, like, 4 types of girls outside of, like, family and stuff like that. There's the girls that are just in, like, the no column, right? Like, the girls that are just, like, annoying or, like, gross or whatever. Like, just the girls you just don't socialize yourself with, right? And then there's the girls that are, like, they're like super like hot or sexy or whatever, and you just think about doing all kinds of horrible things to them when you see them, that kind of thing. Like maybe you might like I don't know, do them once or twice or something like that, but they're not really girls that you want to like be with. And then there's girls that you want to date for a while. Maybe girls that you want to take to the movies, or you know, maybe they fall into the first category too, but that you can tell they actually have a personality, right? They're not just some hot chick that has no person. Like they're decent girls, right? They're girls that you could see yourself with for a while. And then, I don't know if you guys have this, but I personally have 1 or 2 girls in this category. And this is the marriage category. Now, what I mean is not that, like, tomorrow I want to get married to this girl, but, like, I could see myself, honestly, in the future, maybe marrying this girl, right? Like I think she'd be a great wife. Like, that kind of thing. So, I'm not going to mention any names, but I just wanted to, because I mentioned names in some of my old, what was it called, girl story videos, and then some kids from my school started watching them and they spread around the videos, and then that didn't turn out well because all the girls I mentioned there watched the videos, and that was horrible. So I'm just gonna be talking about these girls but not mention their names. So yeah. So the first category, or not the no category, I'm not gonna be talking about girls. I mean, we all know those. There's like girls that are just like really annoying and kind of weird, or girls that are gross, or girls that don't speak English and kind of freak you out, like that kind of thing. So I don't know any of them specifically. I don't socialize with those kind of girls that are in the no category because they're no's for me, so why would I talk to them, you know? Like, I know that sounds mean, but honestly, there's just people that we don't talk to. Like, everyone has a certain group of people they don't talk to. So yeah, moving on. Then there's the girls that are just like extremely hot, right? And I don't know, for me, it's the kind of girls where I don't have a chance of ever getting with them, but of course I think about being with them all the time. But I don't know, like either I'll talk to them, but I just have no game when I'm around them, or I just won't talk to them, or they don't even know I'm like there, that kind of thing. Like kind of like if you were in Diary of a Wimpy Kid and there's some really hot cheerleader and you're the wimpy kid, like is that kind of thing. Like I'm not actually a wimpy kid. I'm not one of those little dorks, but yeah, it's like that big of a difference. Like out of my league, pretty much. So yeah, I know specifically one of these girls, except I actually like talk to her sometimes. And so how it all started, I'm gonna try to say this without giving away who it is exactly in case anyone's watching this, but some of them will probably know. So how it all started, like I never thought I'd talk to this girl, you know, she's like really attractive or whatever, like just way above me. And then all of a sudden, like I forget, I don't know if I talked to her or she talked to me, but we started talking a little bit. I'm like, alright, well yeah, she's actually pretty cool, you know, I was trying to keep my game, trying not to look like a loser, and I ended up talking to her, you know, we became friends. Like I got her number, I added her on Facebook, the whole shebang. And then I talked to her for a little bit, but it was like, I was getting friend zoned, but not really, because it was like I was in the friend zone, but we still flirt all the time. So it was like friends with benefits kind of thing, except there weren't actually any actual benefits. And it's the kind of girl where, you know, I thought about asking her out a lot, but I never actually did it because I knew that she would say no. So she wasn't really at like the girlfriend level. She was more of just some girl that I just want to be with, you know, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I mean, and now she's used to me. I'm not actually, like, I'm not friend zoned, but I guess I'm still friends with her. I don't know, you know what I'm trying to say. Pretty much she just treats me like crap now, right? Like at the beginning she was really nice to me, really cool, really fun to be around, laughed at all my jokes. And now that she's gotten kind of used to me, and there's plenty of other guys out there, and because I never made a move or whatever, or maybe just because she doesn't like me that much, I don't know. But now she just treats me like crap, right? Like she's used to me, it's like, oh, it's David. Not like, oh, it's that cute guy that I talked to last week. It's like, oh, it's David, right? Like I'm like so whipped when I'm around her. Like I'll be like, hey, do you want to hang out? And she's like, nah, not really. I'm bored, or that'll be boring, or whatever. I'm like, oh, okay, that's fine. And then if she asks me to hang out, you know, I'll drop whatever I'm doing. I'll be like, yes, right away, sure, I'll come over. Whatever, yeah, it's fine. You know, like, I hate that. Like, alright, this is gonna sound sexist, but what happened to the days back in, like, the 50s where girls would be, like, I'm not saying that girls can't be independent, but where if a guy's like, hey, Cindy, you want to go to the movies? Cindy would be like, oh, yes, George, I'd die to go to the movies with you. Whereas nowadays, it's like, guys guys have to like beg. I mean, not necessarily. There's some girls and some guys that you don't have to beg. Like you're just like, every girl will go out with you, whatever. I'm not that case. Like I don't know. Like it used to be in the old days. It seems like girls would say no, yes, but like they wouldn't have this power over guys that they have nowadays. Like guys shouldn't have to like be the bitch to the girl. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. It's stupid and it's frustrating because it's like she'll blow me off 10 times and then I'll still want to hang out with her, and then once she asks me to go hang out with her, I'll like go over right away, you know, like yes, like I just hop to it, and it just annoys me how much I do that. Like, but yeah, then I know another one of those kind of girls, but it's like, I don't know, she's the kind of girl where I talk to her and like I've had chances to do stuff with her, but I never did it just because I wasn't sure about it at the time, and I didn't want to, you know, give her the wrong idea and disrespect her or whatever. I don't know, but pretty much she's like the kind of girl where she always hints at stuff, but then she never actually wants to do anything, and then she always kind of flirts with me, and that kind of thing. I don't know, that whole category is pretty messy, right? Because it's just all about sex, and usually I end up getting whipped in one way or another. So moving on to the girlfriend category, I'm going to try to cover this a little bit quicker because I'm already at 6 minutes, because I'm a slow talker and I like to describe stuff in detail. Moving on to the girlfriend category. Now, I've had plenty of ex-girlfriends. I haven't really done a whole lot with my girlfriends as far as like sex and stuff like that, but I've had my fair share of girlfriends. I know it goes down. And I haven't dated in probably like, I don't know, since last school year, and right now it's like the middle of school, so I've been single for a while. And there's plenty of girls that are in that first category where I don't really want them as girlfriends, but I still want to like do stuff with them, you know how it goes. But then there's lots of girls that I want to date, you know, like I want as a girlfriend, like I want to go out with them and stuff. And I don't know, some of these girls I usually get friend zoned, right? I have a horrible case of getting friend zoned. What happens to me usually is that I'll be talking to a girl, we'll be flirting back and forth, whatever. And then I won't really be sure if she really wants to go out with me, or I'll just wuss out and I'll never ask her out. And then over time, things dull down, she finds another guy that's more interesting or whatever, and then we just become friends. And that happens to me all the time. It's happened to me tons of times this year with girls that I wanted to ask out. Like a girl will practically, my friends that might be listening know about this. There was this girl that was practically begging me to ask her out. She was asking me to ask her out pretty much. She didn't ask me out, but you know what I mean. She was pretty much asking me to ask her out, and I'm like, 3 weeks later, after that, I go to balls to ask her out, I'm not sure what I'm about, I missed my chance, right? If you feel like a girl likes you, and you think there might be a possibility they would go out with you, just ask her out, right? The worst thing they could say is no. And that is not nearly as bad as asking them out later and they say no, but they tell you that they would have said yes earlier, right? That's a much more horrible feeling, right? So just, if you think a girl might go out with you, just take the shot, right? Just go out with them, ask them out. And chances are, that if your instincts are right, they'll probably say yes. So yeah, I've got a lot of girls that I'd like to ask out on dates, but most of them, I don't know, most of them just, they're friends. I missed my chance. So I gotta get to know new girls. Then there's the marriage category, and there's only really, I don't know, 1, maybe 2 girls. I mean, there's some girls I could see myself being as like girlfriend for a long time, but I don't really know how they would turn out as wives. Like, honestly, being with them for the rest of my life. But there's 1 or 2 girls in this category where when I am with them, right? Like, we both like each other, whatever, but we're not going out, and I can just honestly see myself like being with this person, like forever, right? Just for really. And I don't know, it's a great feeling, you know, knowing that there's someone out there that might have a chance of marrying, right? Because there's times where I'm like, dude, I'm never gonna get married, right? Like, I mean, of course it's high school, I shouldn't be worrying, but it's like, honestly, I don't want to be like 37 and getting married for the first time and then having like 2 kids when I'm 40 and then that's that. Like, I don't want to be 17 when I have my kids, but I want to do it when I'm reasonably young, right? I don't want to be this old dude with kids. I want to be a hip dad, I guess you could say. Like, I want to be able to relate to my kids. I don't want to be old and have to be taking care of kids. You know, have my kids out of the house and have the house just myself. I'm not that old. there's some girls that I've been thinking about, but it's like, I don't know. It's probably gonna be a while until I get married. Things can change. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, overall, girls, I've got a lot of girls that like me, and there's a lot of girls I like, but then there's a lot of girls that have just friend zoned me, or they're just teases, that kind of thing. I don't know. I know lots of people have girl problems, and I do too. That's why I always make commentaries about it, just because it's fun to talk about it, I guess. Yeah, I mean, if you guys need any help with girls, or like, I mean, I might not sound that smooth after this commentary, but honestly, I got some game, and if you guys have any questions that you just want to shoot at me, just see if I can, like, help you out, just message me or whatever, or comment, or after that, just go watch Thaddeus Peter Schmidt's videos, and just try to take some of his self-confidence and use it for yourself, and then maybe you'll get more girls, because that's honestly, Thaddeus Peter Schmidt, he gets tons of girls, and he's not really that good looking of a guy. Like, he's not butt ugly, but he's not really that good looking, honestly. Like, I personally think I'm much more good, like, I'm much better looking than him, but I'm a little poontang, I'm a little wuss when it comes to talking to girls. And Thaddeus Peter Schmidt just has the self-confidence of, like, a male gymnast, right? Like, he just goes in there, and he goes for it, and plus he's got decently good looks, so those combined, girls just go for him, right? So self-confidence is key, right? Girls like self-confidence. I'm sorry, I was just ending my video and I went off. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, anything you want to talk about, or just talk to me about anything, just message me. Yeah, so I'll catch you guys in the next video. Hopefully I'll be doing more commentaries like this soon. Maybe some more exciting ones, maybe some funny ones, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'm just trying to get more stuff up on my channel, show you guys I'm not dead. Alright, catch you guys in the next video. Bye.
Story would need to end happily.